Okay. So 3.3, what are we doing in this section? Yes. Okay, so basically in this section you're going to be graphing 2, 3, 4 inequalities, okay? And then you are going to be shading, and your solution is the area that is shaded with all colors, all whatever, basically everywhere is shaded, okay? So that means, okay, especially if you're, well, it doesn't matter if you're using multiple colors, you're doing lines or whatever, you have to draw an arrow and show me where the solution is occurring. Okay, that's going to be how I know if you have done it correctly, is I'm going to be looking at that. I want to make sure you know where that solution is. Okay? Let's see. Let's go ahead and start with well, let's start with an easy one. Let's start with 4. Okay? X is greater than -1 and X is less than 3. Okay, also keep in mind, I will be checking to make sure you're graphing inequalities correctly. Okay, are these going to be solid or dotted lines? Okay, these are going to be dotted. I would recommend having some colors to do this with. I think it's the easiest way, highlighters or something. Alright, so if I'm going to graph this, okay, what do these lines look like? Vertical, okay, where? Okay, so this first one is at -1, okay, it's dotted. Okay, in what direction is that one shading? So X is getting bigger in the left? Okay, to the right. Okay, how about X less than 3? What is that one? Okay, so this one is shaded over here. Okay, you can't really see this orange. I need a darker orange. Might actually use these big Sharpies to do this part. Okay, so where is my area where they all overlap? Okay, between the two lines, so you need to label that as your solution. Just point an arrow to the area where it's overlapping so I can see. Some of them are going to have 3 things, so it's going to intersect in like a triangle area. Yes. No, you'll just be graphing them all as separate lines. You don't have to worry about that stuff. Alright, let's see. Got to find the ones that we know. 10. Alright, we have -x is greater than or equal to y. -x plus y is greater than or equal to -5. Okay, what should I do with this top one to make it less confusing? Yeah, so I'm just going to rewrite it. Y is less than or equal to -x. Okay, I didn't change this sign or anything. I just changed the direction so that I have my y on the left, x on the right, just to make my life a little easier. And what do I need to do with the bottom one? Add x, so y is greater than or equal to x minus 5. So now I need to graph these two. Are these going to be solid or dotted? Both solid. Okay, and so what does my top graph look like? Start at 0. Okay, my y-intercept is 0. Yes, up 1, left 1, okay. And I can go down 1, right 1. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and just draw in my line here. Okay, how about the bottom one? Alright, where's the top one shaded? Okay, so less than, so this one is shaded below. Okay, and the bottom one? Above. Okay, so up here. Where does it intersect? Okay, right here. This is my solution. Okay? Now, something that was a huge mistake the kids made last year. I don't want you guys to make the same mistake because it makes it wrong. Okay, when you're shading, do I just shade this little area over here? No, I shade the whole thing. Okay, last year I had a whole bunch of people who would just shade this little area. They're like, but this is where it intersects. It's like, but that's not making the graph completely true. Okay, you have to shade the whole thing. That makes the graph true, and then the area where it intersects is your solution. Okay, so I'm telling you that now because I don't want that to be a mistake that we make and we lose points on that. Okay. Let's see. Let's move down and get one that's a little harder. I'm not going to give you the absolute value ones, okay? Just because we didn't really graph absolute value functions, so I don't really feel like it's fair to give you one of those. So, let's go down to 18 to get just a little bit harder. X is greater than or equal to -8. Y is less than or equal to -1. Y is less than -2, x minus 4. A y. Okay. For which one? Do you want to start with the bottom one? Well, you can start with the bottom one, that's fine. What does the bottom one look like then? Where am I going? Right's overrun. Okay, or I can go up 2, back 1. Okay, are we solid or dotted? Dotted. Okay, let's go ahead and shade. So which way is this one going? Down. Okay. Then y is less than or equal to -1. Okay, so if it's y, we are always on the y. And is it solid or dotted? Shaded, which direction? Okay, it's less than, so it's down. Alright, x is greater than or equal to negative 8. Okay, at negative 8. Solid or dotted? Okay, it's greater than, so I'm shading to the right. Not sure if this yellow is going to show up, but I'm going to try. Okay, so where's my solution? Okay, right here in this area. Okay. Okay, I would really recommend some kind of colors when you do these. Okay, it'll make your life a lot easier, especially when we get to the ones that have 4. I could give you 10 of them. I'm not going to, but I could. How do we feel about this stuff overall? Okay. Do you feel like you understand why we're doing it, even though, well, not, do you understand what we're doing, how we're doing it? Okay. Alright, 24. This will be the last one then, and then I'll give you guys time to work. X plus y is less than 5. X plus y is greater than negative 5. X minus y is less than 4. X minus y is greater than negative 2. No, it's just, sorry, it's just less than. I wrote equal to, and then I was like, wait a second, it's less than, not equal. Okay, I need to subtract x on all of them. Okay, and the bottom two, what's also happening? Yes. Okay. Okay, so the bottom one, I have to switch the signs, and I need to make the things change here. So this is negative x, which now becomes positive x. This was positive 4, now negative 4. Yay, down here, y is less than. This would be negative x, now positive x. Negative 2, now positive 2. Okay, so I'm going to go over here and label my graph as best as possible, because I also am dividing by negative. Basically, yeah. Okay, let's start with the top one and work our way down. So, also, I think I'm going to try to graph these ones with a bigger pen just so we can see it a little better. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm going to leave it with the small one. I also do have a conglomeration of Sharpies, courtesy of the class. So, if somebody's really in need of colors, let me know. Alright, the top one. What do I do with this one? Start on 5. Okay, solid or dotted? Okay, all are going to be dotted, yep. Yeah, I'm more or less at the point. Which direction is this one shaded? Okay. Next one. Now what? Okay. Okay, still dotted. I know we said that. And the direction of the shading for this one. Okay, it does go up. Okay, next one. Okay, which direction am I shading? Up, so this way. I just used yellow, so the one's going that way. I always do my lines of shading in the direction that follows the line. That would make them like perpendicular to my line. Was 1. Up 1, right 1. Rise over run. And it's positive. This one? So it's rise over run, so it would be down 1, right 1. Or up 1, back 1. No, I've only graphed 3 of them. Okay. How about my last line? This is the one section that, like, if you use pens or something, I'm not going to be mad. Trying to find colors I can use now. Okay, I just used light blue for that one. Okay, so this one was light blue. This one was yellow. This one was green. And this one was orange. Alright, where's my solution? Okay, this little overlapping part where everything exists here. Okay, in there. Okay, you don't have to draw this little area here. I'm just showing you so you can see since my graph is kind of all over the place with all the different colors. Yeah, you can. That's fine. Okay, this is literally as hard as they get. Well, they could get harder, but this is as hard as I'm letting them get for you. That's why you just need to really be sure you show me where your solution is. I'm not guessing where your solution falls. Huh? Some people, okay, so some people, hold on one second, I'll show you. Some people use highlighters. I'll even be nice. I'll even give you an easy 4 one. Okay, so I gave you 2 that just have 1, or sorry, 2 that just have 2, and then 1 that has 3 and 1 that has 4. Okay, so I'm just going to draw a little coordinate plane over here to show you so you can, I'm going to use the smartboard and show you what I mean. Okay, this is not a legitimate problem. I'm just going to show you with the smartboard what you can do. Assuming it decides to work correctly. Okay, if I wanted to shade, let's say this one, let's say they're both shaded below. So I could use a highlighter and shade the whole thing, and then let's pick pink. Fine, sounds good. Okay, let's say they're both shaded below. Okay, so then that overlapping area of color would be your solution. Highlighters are probably the easiest way to do it on paper, but I'm just saying if you don't have highlighters, I'm not like expecting you to go buy a highlighter to be able to do this problem. Yes, that's fine. Like colored pencils? I mean, if you're going to do that, you just have to make sure, if you're using just a pencil, that you are very clear about where things happen. You're going to have to use different direction lines or something.